Fellow female activists, your wellness coach, Cathy is here, and we are back. We are on our wellness playlist. It is all about sleep today, and it's about respecting sleep. Okay, so if you're new here, feel free to like and subscribe. I really want to get to 50 subscribers because then I can go live to film shorts. Right now, I can only record them, I guess, and then load them. But once I have 50 subscribers, I can go live on the shorts. Very cool. All right. So, first, with our wellness list, we always have our positive quotient repetitions, i.e., our PQ reps. Okay. So, if you're in a safe space, feel free to get quiet and we'll go through this. And it's like meditating, but it's definitely about getting into your body because right now you're probably scattered. Okay. We want you to come into your body, connect the mind and the body. All right. So, if you feel safe, feel free to close your eyes. I will. And what we're going to do, it doesn't matter if you're sitting, laying down, standing. I want you, though, to think about having a nice tall spine for sure. And you can do that laying down. You can make sure you have elongated, okay, your spine. And what I want you to do is take two fingertips and rub them together so intensely that you can feel the fingertip ridges. Okay. What do you feel? What sensations do you feel? Now take both your palms together and with that same intention, feel each of those fingertips rubbing against the other. On the other hand, do you still feel the same type of sensation? Go ahead, take your fingertips down the other palm, rub your hands together, palms together. Do you feel the friction building? Do you feel the warmth? Can you feel your fingerprints even? Can you feel those lines that embed your palm? Now go ahead and open your eyes and look at one of your palms with fascination. Like, just look at it. What you are feeling now, right? You have more of a, so not only were you feeling your hand and your palm, now you're actually seeing it, if that's possible for you. Be amazed at how intricate this piece of body part is. Do you have calluses like I do? What do those feel like? And go ahead and let's keep our eyes open and come back. So that was a positive quotient repetition series, and we do those during the wellness or at the beginning of our wellness and recommendation videos. So today we're talking about sleep. Okay, so if you're new here, in the wellness videos I talk about always 5 different pillars. So it's either going to be about hydration, it's going to be about sleep. In this case, it's sleep, right? And or nourishment, movement, and mental fitness. Again, right now we're talking about sleep. And the title is Respect It. Respect sleep. So I would probably say that, again, obviously, for many, many, right, centuries, the nuance of sleep was not known. And even then, though, people understood that sleep was incredibly important. They just didn't know why or how, so to speak, right? Now we know the why and the hows, and we learned more every single day, right? Well, we did at one point here in the US. Now fascism has taken over. So we don't have any progressive science anymore. But up until January 2025, there was a lot being completed, okay, in the science of sleep. So yours truly loves sleep. Now, anyone here, like me, who has experienced insomnia, yeah, you know that you love sleep. And it's unfortunate that it took me getting or experiencing insomnia to respect it. But ever since then, oh yeah, I'm like, sleep is the best. And respect is what's important. So I would probably say that because of, uh, in the industrial age, when that took place, when that happened, we really, I believe, lost how important sleep was. You started the hustle mentality. What that actually, though, is a symptom of is really white supremacy. Okay, so all of us are probably very aware that the hustle culture really is based in white supremacy. And when you don't respect sleep, it catches up to you really quick. And you are now, again, becoming ingrained. Again, white supremacy is so evasive. All right. It is so ingrained in our different global societies, right? And especially here in the US, it was all about, okay, if you're an entrepreneur, how little sleep can you actually get? Hell, maybe I don't even sleep for 24 hours. Look at me. And it was at the expense of your sanity, quite literally, to be finally known as this wonderful entrepreneur or as this very successful, again, white supremacy version of successful. But I'm here to tell you that sleep, absolutely, you get to respect it. And that's because you spend a third of your life asleep. So, depending on how long you're on this earth, right? You are asleep a third of it. Now, that right there scientifically should tell you, like, it should jar you how important sleep is. A third of your life, no matter what age you get, whatever level you get to, a third of your life is spent in sleep. And I have a whole series on sleep. Like I actually went through a lot of sleep conferences and so forth. So I love sleep, and I'm amazed by it. And I can honestly say, again, because I know it's like to have insomnia, not to be able to sleep, right? To have sleep evade you, it's horrible. And now that I know the difference between when you get sleep and when you don't, I absolutely will always prioritize sleep. In fact, so much so that if given the opportunity to go somewhere, maybe I haven't gone before, and I know that it's possibly going to keep me up later than I really want, I will think twice, right? I mean, I'm not going to give it, let's say, a vacation or anything, but what I am saying is that on a regular basis, depending on what the event or the situation is, I will always put sleep first. Meaning, let's say that, I had a wonderful time somewhere and then I got to bed late, but I love my daily movement. Well, guess what? I usually work out in the early AM when I wake up naturally. And when I know I'm not going to get enough sleep, what takes priority? Always sleep. I will sleep in. Obviously, I will let myself sleep in if given, the opportunity. And I will just forego movement until either later in the day or I won't worry about it. Sleep is so much more important than the daily movement. Why? And I say that quite honestly because in your sleep, there's two versions of sleep. Okay, I'm not going to go in depth, but one part of your sleep mechanism is such that your body is being cleared out, quite literally, of toxins. Then the second part of your sleep, all right, is when you are in dream state, okay, REM sleep, as most people know it. And both are very important. And so I don't want to negate either one of those from happening because I will be refreshed thereafter those cycles are over. So for me, sleep is paramount. When you think about how much money, and I just in another video, I looked it up, women, okay, spend over, it's like almost, it's over $1,000 a year. And that's on the average. So that means some people spend less and then other women spend way more, right? But so much money, so much, so many resources are spent on external means to help with your skin, to help with your health and beauty. All right. So all these products, when really, if you just slept more efficiently and effectively, you wouldn't require to spend so much money because your sleep is what actually gives you your youthful glow. Your sleep is along with wonderful hydration, which is what I was talking about previously. But when you have sufficient sleep, okay, and keep in mind, I mean, yeah, unfortunately, uh, if you don't sleep well for whatever reason, maybe you're having horrible nightmares, maybe you're waking up constantly to go to the restroom. But if you're getting sufficient sleep, okay, and it's overall, you're in those two different parts again, getting the toxins flushed out during deep sleep, and then when you're in REM sleep, again, your brain is processing what you've learned the day before or the waking hours before. So sleep most definitely is a very cheap way, okay, to rehydrate, literally, not rehydrate, but to help and supplement your hydration practice, right? Because they work in tandem. The the sufficient amount of hydration you get helps, okay, all what's in your head flush out all the toxins and then thereafter your body. So the more hydrated you are, not only is your skin going to be beautiful, it's also going to help in the extraction of all the gross stuff that then comes out during your sleep time. So they work together. You stay hydrated, you get enough sleep, and you come out feeling amazing every single time you wake up after your long sleep. So I say respect it because not enough people respect sleep. They see it as a burden, even. And I'm like, oh, no, no. Let you try having insomnia, even for one day, and see how you feel. Okay. In a 24-hour period, and you cannot get rest, sufficient rest, I should say, and actual sleep, you quite literally will be pissed off. Like you will be angry because your subconscious even knows that something is off. So what I want to really end with here is you get to respect sleep. And I don't want you to think about it as, some type of a burden. What I will say is that it is always a gift to be able to go to sleep. Okay. And even if you're not in the best, you know, bed or the mattress sucks, yes, do whatever you can to be comfortable. But even if you get to rest, right? Let's say you're a new parent. Oh my goodness, you get no sleep, quite literally. So whatever you can rest and sleep, just be grateful for that because it's helping you overall. And you get to respect every time you do get to sleep. And then when you wake up, you are again anew. Okay. Everything has been refreshed. And that is your sign that you are thriving. Now, you may not feel like it because maybe you didn't get enough sleep, i.e., anything under 7 hours isn't sufficient for your body to go through the cycle of cleaning the toxins as well as, the actual REM sleep portion. But any sleep is better than no sleep. Okay. So respect sleep. And whenever you can, prioritize your sleep because that's going to mean that your brain is going to talk to your body a whole lot better. And you're going to have better outcomes for everything else that's going on in your life. And right now, because we're living in a fascist regime in the US, we absolutely need you on your A game. And that means getting sufficient rest. All right. So with that, again, if you want to look your best without spending tons of money that we all probably don't have, think about more sleep and you're going to feel wonderful and also look fabulous. All right. So until next time, take care, take charge. God bless.